Hey. You like my shirt? It says Yahweh. If you know the origin of Yahweh, the word, it's inhale, exhale, the sound that an inhale and the exhale makes. But I realized, I think you were asking me what is prophesizing to you, not what is my prophecy. And so I think being a prophet is misconstrued in that, and this is totally my take. This is not from biblical research I've done or any of that. This is just solely my feelings on this. I think prophets exist, and I think prophets are truth tellers who will tell the truth even if it's not a popular truth to tell. Standing up for the poor, standing up for people that are less fortunate, people that are less privileged than myself or yourself. I think prophets are here to help the people at the bottom, the people that need help the most, and speak truth in government and speak truth in their platforms and speak truth in ways that liberate people. I think that's kind of what a prophet is. I think that's kind of what prophets were back in the day when there were schools of prophets. They were truth tellers. They had a connection with God like we all do. That's divine. And I think some prophets prophesize. And I think prophecy is speaking on the energy shifting and what's to come, not necessarily like a psychic read, like, oh, on this day in the future, Armageddon's going to happen, or this, that, and the other. And it reminds me of John the Baptist. He was a known prophet in biblical times, and his main prophecy was the second coming of the Messiah. And that's not happened yet. And so his prophecy hasn't come into being yet. We still consider him a prophet. Why? Because he was a truth teller and he was doing things against the social norms. I think a big part of being a prophet is breaking down societal structures that have been ingrained within our DNA, within our society. I think breaking those things down are what prophets do. But yeah, and so I think prophecy is, you don't have to prophesize to be a prophet, I don't think. That's my own feelings. I guess I can, you get to create your own labels and meanings for words however you want, right? And so I feel like being a prophet is like so overhyped, of like someone who can tell the future. And I don't think that's necessarily what a prophet is. And I think for prophecy, I have my own feelings of where the world's going and what things about our connection with the earth and with God are going to lead to the most transformational shifts of all on this planet. And I feel the seed of Jesus Christ will be realized. And I think the second coming of the Messiah is Christ consciousness. I don't necessarily believe Jesus is going to come back in the flesh because he already did. He already came. And people chose to not be saved. People chose to not be free. So if one man was enough to save the world, it would have already happened back then because he came already, right? And so I think he planted a seed of consciousness within our template on this planet that we are now realizing. And I think by the time we're older and we have kids and stuff and grandchildren, I think more and more people are going to come back to Christ and be drawn to spirituality. I think technology is going to merge with biology in a way that will rapidly expand our knowledge of the universe and who we are truly. And I think the deeper we go into science, I'm a huge science person. I believe in evolution. I think evolution's theory, there's things that are missing because there's not a divine hand at play with evolution, but clearly God has had a hand in our evolution and it has formed us and molded us through his way, right? And so yeah, I could rant about a lot of stuff and go on many tangents, so I'll try not to. I'll try to keep it short. But yeah, that's kind of my initial thoughts. I'm only 27, so I'm sure if you ask me in 6 months, I'll have slightly different thoughts and feelings because I'm always evolving as we should be and growing closer to God and the Lord and learning more about myself and learning more about the world. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really stoked about the future because I think we are going through Armageddon, like Revelation times. You read Revelation, like those things are happening right now. Political unruliness, unrest, distress among society, natural disasters, just a lot of things are shifting. And I think we're going through a transformation into bringing heaven on earth. I truly feel that we will enter a new dimension on this planet, and that love and light will absorb all of us. Maybe not in our lifetime, but I really strongly feel before, I don't think God's going to destroy the world again like he did when he made the flood, right? Until we are liberated and Christ consciousness is fully realized on this planet, and his mission and his plan for us is seen. That's how I feel. But let me know what you think if you want to. I enjoy talking, so I love questions and I love conversations with awesome people, and you seem like a really awesome people. I've watched some of your videos, and I really love what you preach, and it's a beautiful thing. So